As you guys know, we should be working on Lieutenant Dan, but somebody's got old Dirt Perfect sidetracked, and we're back working on the Jeep. All right, guys, here's the deal. This thing has kind of captivated us a little bit. It runs good. I did get some new tires on it. We took it out for a test drive, ended up blowing a brake line, and that prompted me to order a whole slew of parts, and Mrs. Dirt Perfect's about ready to kill me. So the goal is we're gonna go ahead and spend a little money on this thing. I know I said I wasn't going to. I know we said we're gonna work on Lieutenant Dan, but it's stuck in my shop, and we gotta fix it to get it out, right? Exactly. So here's what we're gonna do. We got a whole little list of things we want to do. We're gonna put a GPS speedo in it, so we got the speedometer and all that goody stuff. I got a new brake light switch because the brake light switch was sticking. Got new master cylinders for the brakes. Got some hang-on tight straps for the kiddos. We're gonna put some seat belts in it so the wife will let the kids ride with me. And we got oh, hang on, come back here. This is a new brake line kit for the front. I got all this stuff on eBay, guys. From the last video, I have figured out it's a 1954 Willys. I think it's what they call a CJ3, or the military number is like an MA381 something. But it's a 1954. We did figure that out. And the last but not least, we got some new brake shoes for the front. So, back brakes seem to be pretty good. Somebody's been through those in the past. We're gonna put all new brakes on the front and do, oh, and I got a new windshield. Got a new windshield installed. So, exciting stuff. Let's start tackling it. What do you want to tackle?
I say go for the brakes first.
Go for the brakes first?
Yep.
So, I've got this side tore apart in a haste to try to figure out what was wrong. And I think I remember how it goes back together. There's nothing wrong with that brake pad at all. I mean, that's perfectly safe. You think those are the factory ones on here? I mean, it's only got 46,000 miles. It could be factory. Well, I'll have to say they got their money's worth out of them. So anyways, let's install some brakes. All right, first things first, guys, we gotta install the new, I guess you call that the wheel cylinder. So 2 little screws here on the back. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. There's that. Next we need is brake shoes. Shoe 1. See if I can remember which way these go. That little tab right there goes inside that wheel cylinder. That's what it pushes on. Well, man, behind the scenes, I think that's it. This is a pretty simple setup. We got 2 retainers. We got a lower spring, upper spring. There's no adjustment. We got our new wheel seals in there. We got our stops. I guess this is your brake adjustment, is you rotate that and it controls how far that brake pad's out. Yep. So I guess we need to see if that drum will fit. If that drum will fit, we're good. If the drum don't fit, we need to adjust those.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna let you do this.
I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't fit. It's not like these are, oh yeah, that's definitely not gonna fit. It's like we need some adjustments.
Now, what do you need for that?
Once you turn the wheel and give me a 1/2 inch wrench.
All right.
Check this out, guys. This is what I love about old school stuff. So there's your brake adjustment right there. It's just a stud that's off-centered. Look how simple that is. I mean,
these were some engineers.
These were some serious engineers right here. Most of them got this thing down here. It's all kind of crusted up. Now, granted, disc brakes was a great invention.
Yeah, yeah.
But old school brake adjustment, I mean, like, these guys got it going on. That is freaking awesome. So I don't know the exact adjustment procedure on these, but we're gonna get it close here. Oh, look at that. I think she can be a little tighter than that. What do you think?
Yeah, it can be a little tighter than that.
Weather.
Now, I don't, like on these adjusters here, what would you do? Take it to where it just touches and then back it back off?
Yeah,
or?
the thing I'm worried about is I want to get them close like this. We may fine tune them later, but I want to make sure they don't turn when I tighten them down. Because if they turn,
I got you. So it's got kind of like a lock nut on it.
Yeah, I don't want to make sure that lock nut don't turn. I don't think it's a big deal to adjust them after the fact, but now that I got them close to where I want them.
And we can get the drum on.
We can get the drum on, yeah. So I'm gonna hold that little tab right there. Tighten down that lock nut. All right. So then, should be able to put the drum on. Oh yeah, that fits. That feels about right. It's gonna be hard to tell until we get that bearing centered up. But,
Yeah. Now you remember how that all goes.
Yep. Let's clean that up real quick though.
All right. Your lock pin, what goes in first?
All right, bearing goes first. It should have a washer that has a collar on it. Yep.
You got a bigger one here.
Nope, now we need a nut.
Which nut?
I don't think we're the first people that have been in here, Aaron.
No, we weren't. If we were, you did a number on these
and
nuts.
I don't think whoever's worked on this before has had the special tool either. I think everybody used the screwdriver method. Oh, we're having brakes adjusted about right. It may be a little bit tight.
A little tight, yeah, but
I think they'll wear in.
yeah.
All right, so now they need the other washer, which is that one. And then
The other nut.
the other nut, which is the lock nut. You want to get something, we'll clean that off and we'll silicone it.
All right.
Little
Emery cloth or Scotch-Brite?
Scotch-Brite pound, that little air grinders work good.
Oh, yeah, if you want fancy.
Next to go on is the cap. So that cap right there splines it to the drive shaft of the hub. So this right here is what makes it four-wheel drive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure somehow that's probably like as important as the seat belts maybe.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Never have the right pair of pliers. All right, somewhere there's a cap that goes over top of all this. Hey, right there it is. Some extra parts in there we don't need. Beautiful.
You got a rubber mallet right here.
Oh,
that's what that's.
I even got the right tool for the job.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I didn't video any of this because it's so hard to get in here, but if you guys can see, we got new line here, got new rubber line up there, and then we got a new line here. So basically this whole front axle is going to have some new lines on it. I believe we're going to leave this side just like it is. We'll get the other side done, then we'll bleed the system.
All right. I'm gonna go in up through here through the front. So that metal line right there be the only one, right? No, that's the new line.
No, this one's
that's
new. The
That's
only one
all
we have is this. It goes from this hose back to the master cylinder.
Oh, so everything else on the brake lines will be new.
Everything from, yeah, everything one short from on the front side. The back side, I think somebody's already went through. It don't look that bad.
All right. I'm glad that you're making this safe for me.
For you?
Well, me and Gunner.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. But you know what I like about this? They're actually seeing you do the work in this video.
This is what happens most of the time.
Your videos may differ a little bit.
Where's my,
These guys, you're making them happy now.
where's my flathead screwdriver at?
All right, I better get back to work.
Tool surgeon. Oops. All right, guys, I think we got her. Let me give you a little tour here. You see us put all the new stuff in there, wheel cylinder and shoes. We got all new brake lines up here, go into a rubber hose back here, which we made a new custom line for right here. Goes over to this T, and long story short, what I'm trying to tell you, hang on the front side, we've got new brake lines all the way back to the master cylinder, which is right there, and I also put a new brake light switch on because the old one was sticking. So hopefully, now if you guys can see that line right to there, that's the line that goes to the rear. Somebody has replaced that in the past. It looks to be in pretty good shape. So I think all we got left to do now is bleed the brakes and see if they work. So that's the bleeder right there we got loose. So Aaron's gonna push the pedal down. Go ahead and push the pedal down. Hold it.
Hold it.
Put my finger over it, let off. All right, push her down again. Oh, we got some stuff coming, you see her? Hold it, let off. You off?
Off.
Push her down again. All right, let off. One more time. All right, now we got all the air out of it. Hopefully we can tighten that little puppy down. And we'll go to the other side, do the same thing. All right, right, guys, I believe we got the brakes pretty much wrapped up. They seem to be working pretty good. Aaron's got to leave, so before he does, he's gonna help me throw the windshield on here real quick. It just bolts on there, nice and easy. And then maybe second shift will be here. Maybe I get Gunner to help me a little bit this evening. First things first, hey, don't break my new windshield.
Yeah.
Well, I believe we got the brake part of this project together. I don't know. We know she goes. Let's hope she stops, I guess. But that all actually tidied up pretty nice. I did go and kind of look over the rear brakes again. I'm pretty sure somebody's went through them recently. They look to be in much better shape than the front brakes. Like they were actually working and the front brakes weren't. So I think we're good to go on the stopping. So the next project should be cleaning up this shop. This poor shop. It's a disaster. It's like, it's actually not raining outside today. It's like 109 degrees. It is blazing hot out there, and the air conditioning in here feels amazing. So anyways, I'm hiding out. So the next project on here we're gonna do is I went on eBay and I got some universal seat belts. There's some universal lap belts. They're not much, but they're better than nothing. And I want to put those in here. The kids want to ride in this Jeep. The kids have kind of taken a liking to this thing for some reason. So I want to get some seat belts in here so they're a little more safe, secure, and we're a little more legal. So we're going to get them. I think I've kind of looked this over. I think we can drill one hole right here, use it as a double on two. Then we'll drill a hole here and a hole there. Shouldn't miss everything important. I'm not too worried about the body on this thing. It's in good shape for its age. If I ever did a restoration on this thing, we would for sure reuse the frame, get a new tub on it. So I'm not too worried about damaging anything. So we're gonna drill a few holes, pop a couple seat belts in. Let's get the back ones in first, see how they go. If that goes good, we may jump up and put some up front as well. Check that out, guys. I think that turned out pretty doggone slick. That ought to keep the old kiddos in there. And if I pop the seat out, they'll just fold right down through there. Should be good to go. Should be a nice little addition to the Jeep. I do have two more. I bought a set of 4. They installed pretty easy. I don't see too much of an issue. I think we're going to go ahead and put some on the front 2 seats here, so all four passengers will be strapped in and good to go. But we're going to do those the easy way. Magic, just like that, we have 4 seat belts. It's like things coming into the 21st century. It's almost a modern vehicle now. Minus a few major components it's missing, but unfortunately, guys, that's as far as I'm going to be able to go tonight. I'm running out of time, but we still have some other stuff we want to do to it, so stay tuned. We do have the GPS Speedo. I got a few other goodies coming. I'm hoping they show up soon. We're going to get installed, so yeah. Stay tuned. I'm going to call it an evening. Catch you guys hopefully tomorrow. All right, man, behind the scenes, new day in the shop.
Same project.
I'm sure I still got something on my back I can't see right there.
I see that earlier.
I'm just leaving it there. I'm just leaving it there. It's a new day, same sticker. It is what it is at this point. But we got some new parts. Got a thermostat. We got, sounds like a radiator cap.
Yeah.
Got some plug wires, got some radiator hoses. We got some new gauges. And we have a random hose that looked to be in really bad shape that we have no idea what it is. We're going to replace it because we think it needs to be replaced. So, I say we go with the divide and conquer strategy today. What do you think?
I think so. I think what I'm going to need first is a radiator hose.
I think what you're going to need first is, why don't you start tying into the gauges and let me work on the radiator stuff.
But the radiator stuff's a lot easier than the gauges.
Exactly. Now we're getting somewhere.
So, okay, now what's your plan with these? Because it don't look like that in the dash.
This is one of those where it'd probably just be easier to do it myself, wouldn't it? Let's start with this. Why don't you pop this bolt and this bolt out? Let's let that forward and see what we got.
Well, you got a head start. You already got the bottom two.
Well, actually, somebody else had a head start. I got the 2-bolt discount on this one. So while he's doing that, I got to figure out, I got to clean some stuff up before we put that radiator back on there, Mr. Man behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did, while we had it outside, we did actually flush that out. So let me get some pieces and parts cleaned up. That is crusty. That is very, very crusty. I need to make a gasket. I need to do all kinds of things. All right, hang tight. All right, we are not off to the best of starts under the hood. I've got this all cleaned up. It actually cleaned up halfway decent. Made me a new gasket, factory beautiful. But our thermostat is supposed to sit in that little groove right there. As you guys can see, it goes on through the hole. We got the wrong thermostat. I called the parts store. I believe they have the right one. So we're gonna keep on chucking along with some other things, make sure we don't need any other parts before we run to town after that. Let's see how's it going?
Not good.
What'd you do now?
Well, I took that bracket off before I took the line off for the oil pressure.
Ooh, amateur gauge, changing issues.
Yeah, but the rest of them are coming out great.
Well, good, that's good to know.
Bad part about this one is I broke that one off. Luckily, it's the old gauge. So now I really don't have nothing to hold it besides brute force strength that I've got.
We're lacking that, ain't we?
Well,
I feel like we should watch.
We'll do the YouTube magic on this.
It only works for me. I don't think it works on your channel.
No, it ain't working on my channel. I've been trying and it ain't working.
It ain't working. Can you not move that out of your way?
Move what out of my way?
This.
Well, that's helping me hold it.
Well, and then push the gauge through this way. And then.
Well.
See, now I can hold it here.
Oh, you gonna hold it?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
Oh,
there we go.
You just need some dinosaur
I could have
arms.
done that by myself.
Well, obviously you didn't, because we've been waiting on you. So. All right, so that's the last of the old gauges. Aaron's going to get those out. We're going to get them. I think it was time to change that one.
Yeah, they were in rough shape, but
they've ran their course for sure. So
we could autograph these and
yeah, check. This gauge here actually worked. That's authentic.
Yeah, it did work.
That's the real deal right there. Just don't make stuff like they used to.
Now, onto the new ones here. Why do they look smaller?
I don't know. I hope they're not.
You just wasted a bunch of money.
They do look smaller though, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
I think you got the wrong gauges.
Nope, I did not grab these. These did not have my fingerprints on them until I just touched them.
Why don't you read on there and see what they are? Well, we're batting 1,000 here, folks.
Yeah.
All right, we have confirmed if we want to use the factory holes, we have the wrong size gauges. We need 2 inch, we got 1.5 inches. So I guess we're running out of things to work on here real quick. We're gonna see, I got a generic set of plug wires. They're actually for a 6-cylinder, so we should have a couple extra lengths to possibly use here. So let's see if we can make this work.
Can I show you something that is going our way?
Well, I'm hoping you're having better luck than me. Oh, we got 1 gauge to fit.
It fits perfect.
That does. Well, I guess I clicked on the right button on that one. That's the one thing I ordered offline and got it right. Everything we picked up in town is wrong. So, good news. 3 plug wires fit. Bad news, it's a 4-cylinder. We need a 4th one.
Oh, boy.
So it looks like we're going to be making the trip back to town. These 3 wires here fit pretty well. That one there, well, not so much. So Yeah, looks like another parts run is going to be in my my near future here. Well, man, behind the scenes, I was so excited. We had a pile of parts, and most of them are going back because they're wrong. I just can't believe that the local parts store just don't have everything on the shelf for 1954 Willys.
1954, they should.
They knew exactly
They
what
were opening business there in 1954.
I know, you'd think they still have stuff sitting around. So anyways, you guys stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I'm going on my second parts run of the evening. Hopefully we'll have some goodies when I get back. All right, we are back from town. I got the new thermostat. Let's see if this little girl fits down in there. It's that little groove right there. This side of the thermostat right here needs to go to the engine. That little brass looking piece in there is what tells the temperature and opens and closes it. It's basically a valve. So that, oh yes, that fits down in there. Perfect, like it's supposed to go there. So we're good to go on that. I was able to find a couple gauges as well. I got a water temperature gauge. They even look a little more stylish towards the Jeep. And I also got oil pressure gauge. So we'll get to those in a minute. I think before I put that thermostat in there, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Let's go ahead and just pour some antifreeze right down in the top of the head. That may help us from fighting some air bubbles here later, and then we'll get our upper hose on. All right, people, I think we're finally making some progress on some stuff. One thing they did not have in town is that one spark plug wire. I threw the old one back on there for testing purposes for tonight, but the other three are good. I do got to tidy those up a little bit so they don't interfere with anything over here, but we'll do that here in a second. This is the return oil line from the filter. Got it replaced, and way down in here, this line right here, if you guys can see it, that line right there is actually the new line that goes up and feeds our new oil pressure gauge. I was going to reuse the old one because it was copper, but somebody has kinked it. Oh, imagine that. Somebody has kinked it right there and it's leaking, and the rubber part looks pretty crusty. So as much as I hated to, I did go ahead and replace it with the plastic because I think it was the right thing to do. But that's pretty much everything on this side. Got the upper radiator hose on. We still need to finish topping it off with antifreeze, and we'll do that here just in a second. Come over to this side. I also replaced this little line down here. That actually feeds the oil filter housing there. It was pretty crusty and nasty as well, so we got that done. I reworked my return throttle spring, so that's all good. And right back here, guys, if you can see, this is where our new temperature gauge goes into the head right there to read our temperature. So if you come back around here, our new gauges fit in there nice. This black wire right here goes out and plugs into the head up there, and this little hose right here goes and plugs into that port. And if we flip this up, there's our new gauges. I think they look pretty sharp. So wiring is going to be our next issue, so we're going to leave that for later. So let me zip tie a few hoses up, top her off for antifreeze, check a few things. Let's see if she fires. All right, got everything tidied up and topped off. See if she'll start. Well, she is alive again and sounded good. So I think mechanically under the hood, we are in pretty good shape. She was holding about 30 pounds of oil pressure at idle. Of course, it is cold. Did not drive it enough to see if the temperature gauge come up, but I don't see any major leaks or any major issues. So we're going to close the hood on that chapter. That's going to be it for tonight. I am out of time again, but next on the list is electrical. And that's going to be interesting. It's probably going to be a total rewire. So stay tuned for that. Maybe tomorrow we'll tackle that. Can you tell I'm excited? I'm super excited about that. We're getting there. We're getting there. Piece by piece, we are getting there. Man behind the scenes,
Yep.
you want good news or bad news?
I want all good today.
All good news. The good news is we got more parts. We got a new tack. We got a new amp gauge. We got a turn signal kit. And we got a new bikini top. You want all the bad news?
Yeah, no, give me the bad news.
I don't know who wired this thing last, but we should have a little talking to him. This thing is an absolute rat's nest of a mess. You guys see spaghetti, is it spaghetti?
Yes.
Spaghetti junction down here? We're not for sure 100% what's going on, but we're gonna sort through it and figure it out one by one. So let us kind of catch our bearings. Currently, the only thing that works on this electrically is the alternator and the starter.
You know what my favorite job is bowl making?
What's that?
Is demo. I am really good at demo. You give me something to cut with, I'm great. Putting it back together, not so good.
Hey, I will rephrase that. The temperature gauge does work.
It does, doesn't it?
Yes, that we've installed. So long story short, I don't think we're gonna have to do a complete rewire. A lot of the wires on it are pretty good, but it needs a lot of help, folks. It needs a lot of help. So we're gonna sort through the horn works. How could I forget the horn?
Yeah, the horn worked. Well, it did.
Yeah. Well, we maybe have cut a wire or two here in the last 20 minutes, but let's let me kind of catch my bearings here, see where we're at, and then we'll see where we're gonna go with this. All right, guys, I apologize. I need to get you guys caught up to speed. For about the last week, I have been piddling in the evenings, and this Jeep has basically turned into a complete, total rewire. I'm not gonna let man behind the scenes take any glory. He just showed up today to help me zip tie the loose ends together. But let me show you what we got. We will start from the beginning. Are you coming out to defend yourself?
Yeah. There was more to than wiring here.
Hey, let's face it, everybody knows I'm the brains of the operation, you're the grunt. Hey, but you gotta have both to make a good team.
Hey, but I was guiding you through, telling you what you needed. No, I don't need this, and yeah.
And find all my pieces apart. So, all right, so first things first, we started off with a new battery cables, got that good and secured. Went ahead and put a fancy disconnect switch right here so we can kill power if we have any issues whatsoever. Come around to the front, and that's right, folks, we have equipped this thing with some brand new LED headlights, and we got the LED ring in them that we're gonna double up with some turn signals. That turned out pretty good. Coming down the other side, we got all of our wires tied up nice and neat. Aaron's done a really good job of zip tying all that up. We replaced the brake light switch, which you can't see, is right down in there. Come around into the dash. We replaced the old school dimmer switch down there. We got all new gauges installed in the dash. GPS speedo, oil pressure, temperature, voltage gauge, and a new tack, new headlight switch. And this is our sending, or our
the antenna
for the thing. So fold that back down there real quick. This is pretty much all new wiring. Put in a couple power blocks back there. Got an adjustable flasher up there. Oh yeah, because we added turn signals. Check that out. Added turn signals. Got that all. Yeah, that was a lot of fun in itself. Go around to the back.
Hey.
What? No. We're coming back.
Oh, you okay?
We're coming back. So we go around to the back, and we actually reused the old 1954 light fixtures. Had to do some fancy work with some diodes to keep stuff from bleeding over because there was a single wire brake system coming back. Got that all figured out. Got all that wiring tidied up back there and looking good. I guess the question is at this point, does it work? Does it all work?
Yeah. First. Most important thing. Let's see here.
Most important thing. Oh, we completely rewired the ignition switch too.
Yeah.
So what's the most important thing? Hold on, let's turn this off so we can see.
Right here. Look at it glow.
Oh yeah, he's so proud of this.
We got a push button horn now, not a toggle horn.
More important? Let's see if we turn the lights on. All the lights on the gauges come on.
But your fuel level don't work.
Well, there's always got to be something left to do.
Exactly, but it does, man. That looks good.
All right, let's see if we got the headlights, yahoos. You excited? We can go on night rides now, Gunner. All right, you got
You already drew
Ready?
it.
Yeah. Oh, don't that look good? You got high and low?
Let's see if we got high low. Ready?
Yeah. Oh yeah, high and low on both. All right, let's do left turn.
Left turn.
Look at that. Look at that.
Can it just stay on orange?
No, it's gotta be flashing so people know when you're turning.
Yep. Right turn.
Oh yeah, we're going right.
Check this.
Let's see if the back. You got hazards? Here's the real question: does the back end of the Jeep agree with the front end of the Jeep? All right, we got.
Left turn first.
Yeah, hold on. But first off, that's not left turn. Please tell me you're going. Please tell me.
It's right. It's right.
Does the other one work? Oh, we got one thing left to check. You know what it is, Gunny? One thing left to check.
Yep.
We got brake lights.
Nope. First we got to do this.
We got hazards.
Hazards. Okay.
Making
Now,
me
brake
blind.
lights.
Oh, hallelujah. High five. We got all the lights we need, buddy. All right, so we
Did you tell them about my fancy dome
no,
light
we're
for the inside?
not. We are not hooking the dome light up. This has been an ongoing argument. But did you tell them about our fancy new steering wheel we got?
Oh, no.
And then don't tell Officer Hoover, but we sold the lug nut cover to cover. Hey, thanks, Lieutenant Dan, for your donation.
Hey, it fits good.
So this is what I say. We got one thing left to do on this thing before I think we're ready for summer. We got to get the dash bolted back in. And check this out, kiddos.
What?
I got us a brand new bikini top to put on it.
I already knew that because we were the ones who bought it.
Oh, well,
Was that Father's Day present?
excuse me, sir. So let's get the bikini top on this thing and take her for a cruise. You want to?
Yeah.
All right. All right, we got her back down to the shop. It's time for the old test drive, see if everything works. We got oil pressure. We got 14 volts. We're not moving. Tack seems to be working. You got your seatbelt on?
Yeah.
You got your seatbelt on?
I got mine on. You got yours on?
I will in a second. Do we have brakes? We got brakes, and you killed it.
Yeah, I killed it.
We got a few adjustments to do on her yet, but she seems to be. She seems to be rolling. I got enough headroom between me and the top. I was excited about that. You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Take it first. How's that new steering wheel feel?
I like it. Actually, the steering got easier.
Well, yeah, the wheel's twice the size.
Nice.
There she smooths out. Oh, yeah. Woo! Check that out. RPM gauge is working. Temperature's coming up. We're running 25 miles an hour.
Sunday cruise, buddy.
We're still out of fuel.
Yeah, we're out of fuel. Yeah.
How's it back there?
Which way you want to go, Gunner?
Well, guys, she successfully made it to the Derby market with no issues. All the gauges worked, all the turn signals worked, all the lights worked. Everything seems to be doing pretty good. Gunner got his cold drink. What do you think, buddy? You like it? I think it's his new favorite ride. Still got a few things I'd like to do to it, but man, behind the scenes, we have got to stop working on this thing and get back to Lieutenant Dan. This thing has sidetracked us for almost 2 weeks.
Yes, it has.
It's all
Not
your
my
fault.
fault.
It's all your fault. So, all right, we're gonna mosey back to the house. Hopefully this will be a reliable ride the rest of the summer. And maybe the next shop video will be on Lieutenant Dan. Can't promise. but I can always hope.